Pitch Black is a huge win for us fans and a huge L for the Scalpers, thank God. You know what? I gotta give it to her. I gotta give it to her. She works wonders, guys. I've been saying this since Pokemon released the latest Mega Evolutions era set, Pitch Black, on July 17th. And that means this video is actually on time. And much like the last two sets, Perfect Order and Chaos Rising, the community reaction to it is a little bit negative, to say the least. I see a lot of people commenting how they're just going to skip over the set, they're not going to bother ripping any product, and they're just going to wait for the next set to release. And to those people, I encourage you guys to stay as far away from Pitch Black as you possibly can, because that just means there'll be more product and cards for us people who actually enjoy the hobby. Now, I'm not saying Pitch Black is an S tier set. There are some flaws which I will go over later, but I do really appreciate the set in general. So Pitch Black is centered around the new Mega Darkrai, who's also the face of the set, and I believe the themes that Mega Darkrai spitting shadows and fear across Lumino City, and some Pokemon are choosing to combat and fight it, or other Pokemon are scared of it, which is overall a cool theme, even though Pokemon botched it like usual. Now, if you watch my previous set reviews, you guys might notice that I actually don't have the Pitch Black ETB. I haven't been able to buy one yet, but let me know down in the comments below if you're able to get some product for Pitch Black, because apparently the product's pretty available across all stores. Now, Pitch Black actually has the least amount of cards in the set, only coming to 120, which I believe is the lowest for the entire Mega Evolutions era. And specifically, it comes with 10 double rares, 11 illustration rares, 18 ultra rares, 4 Pokemon SIR cards, 2 Trainer SIR cards, and 1 Mega Hyper Rare. Now, I usually include the pull rates that TCG player calculates themselves, but since the set just dropped, I guess they haven't done the calculations just yet. From what I can see online and just my experience reviewing Mega Evolution era sets, I believe the double rares, illustration rares, and ultra rares will have the exact same consistent pull rates as in previous Mega Evolution era sets. The main difference in these sets usually come down to the SIR and Mega Hyper Rare pull rates, and it seems like the SIR can be pulled anywhere from 80 to 100 packs on average, while the Mega Hyper Rare is completely unknown. So when I review the cards, I usually do the official Pokemon TCG website, but I guess the person who's in charge of that either got fired or took a long vacation, because the website actually still hasn't been updated even though Pitch Black dropped a couple days ago. So I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to TCG Watchtower for having completed card list for us. Good job, guys. Alright, and you guys know the rules. I'm only going to look at the IRs, Pokemon Ultra Rares, SIRs, and of course the Mega Hyper Rare as well. And we're starting off with the IR section with Foam Mantis. As I said time and time again, I love it when Pokemon do nature artworks. They usually make it so cute or so beautiful, and Foam Mantis definitely leans towards the cute category because oh my goodness, look at the little Pokemon and there's a field of flowers. So cute! It's just such a cute card. Like, how could you not like Foam Mantis here? Next up is Armor Rouge, which, you know, it's a cool Pokemon. I like kind of like the lava background. I like the fire action frames and like the gust of air behind it as well. It's nothing too crazy, but I think it is a very solid IR card. Next up, we have the Goldeen, and I think this is a very interesting artwork. I like that they include multiple Goldeens. I like kind of like the blue lake it's in. Kind of see little plants in the background. I'm just not the biggest fan of Goldeen, but for the Goldeen fans out there, I'm glad they gave your card some love. I think it's a very interesting artwork at least. It's not personally for me, but hey, I think it's pretty cool still. But next up is Primarina, and I do like the Pokemon itself. The art overall is very calming, very collected, very pretty. Like, I like that it's on some rocks and kind of like an ocean area. But again, very much like the Surluge, it's nothing crazy going on with the card itself. I think it's still a very stable, very solid IR card in general. Shout out Primarina. I like that final evolution a lot. Now we have Manectric. I think this might be our first stinker of the set because I'm just not a huge fan of the Pokemon itself. And overall, I think it is cool with like the lightning in front of the card and like, I guess the huge lightning blast behind it, but it's just kind of there. Actually, I'll take it back. I don't think it's so much of a stinker, but it's pretty boring, you know? I think it's, again, a very like solid IR card, I guess. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the Pokemon itself, but for the Manectric fans out there, glad they got a card for you. Now, Slowbro is actually the first card we've seen that actually includes the theme of Pitch Black. As you guys can see, you kind of see like the dark shadows in the card art as well. I think it's supposed to reference like the dark shadows that Mega Darkrai is kind of spilling through the city. And I like that it's kind of looking at the light. Maybe it's just like calming, maybe it's like helpful because it's like in a scary area. But overall, I think the art's pretty cute, but besides it including the theme, I don't think the art's that crazy in general. I think it's overall like okay. But overall, all of these cards are just okay. I'm not really seeing any amazing IR cards that I personally would want a gun for. Until we get to Delmise, because oh my god, this card art is so goated for an IR. First off, I love the artwork. It is such a unique artwork and design. And second off, I love it when they include other Pokemon, and you can see in the background, you got like the Banette, and I forgot this Pokemon's name. I'm so sorry. I'm a fake fan. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Is it Muppet? Muppet? Shop it. Okay, it's Shop it. Okay, we got it. It's Shop it. Like, I love how it's like on a harbor slash a bay area, and like half of the Pokemon's like underwater because it is an anchor. I just love the Pokemon a lot. And hey, shout out to Purple. We love Purple in this household. Next up, we got Thievul, and this is another Pokemon that kind of incorporates the theme of Pitch Black into the card. As you can see, kind of the same like kind of ghostly shadows slash like dark clouds. And, you know, a Thievul, it would be like a kind of spookier Pokemon. It is a dark type, and I like the artwork of like the houses in the background as well. I think it's pretty unique. And hey, I'll give a shout out to Thievul. This is actually kind of an interesting artwork to it, as an illustration where it should be. And next up, we got Bastiodon. Now, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I like the Pokemon overall, and I guess it's like kind of like, you know, like Jurassic-y Park-esque environment, like kind of like the mountains and like the vegetation in the background. Like, you could guess it's like in a dinosaur-esque environment, I would say. But overall, again, it's not like it's doing anything. I would love for this to be fighting like another dinosaur Pokemon. That would be cool. Or give something, because I think its like main attributes like heavy on defense, if I recall. But overall, it's very, very much like an okay card. Kind of leaning towards a little bit mid, in my opinion. Not so much solid, a little bit mid of an IR card. But it's there. Now, next up is Toucannon, and I'm just not a huge fan of it because it literally is just a toucan, but Pokemon. I do like kind of like the Bahama-esque environment behind it, like the beach and the flowers and the palm trees. Like, that's pretty. But overall, I just don't like the Pokemon that much, and therefore I'm not really attracted to that card. But if you're a fan of Toucannon, shout out to you. I'm glad your Pokemon got an IR. And next up, we got Silvally. And you know what? This is one of the better IRs, in my opinion, in this set, even though it's not saying much. I like the background of it, like that. You can see the sun coming in, the clouds, the grass, like the mountains and the rocks behind it. But you know, this has to be like a new gen Pokemon, because I don't really recognize it. And to be honest, I don't think it looks that cool. It looks very confusing. Okay, it's a weird looking Pokemon. It's like a wannabe Absol almost, in my opinion. Sorry to all those Silvally fans out there if I offended you. I'm just not a huge fan of it. I think it looks a very weird design. But again, I'm glad it has an IR because I have not seen this Pokemon on a card before. But shout out to all the Silvally fans. They're valid. But overall, for the IRs of Pitch Black, it's giving mid. It's giving really mid. Like, there's not a lot of cool artworks out there for me. I think the top three would be Fomantis, definitely the Delmies, and probably the Thievul, to be honest. And if these three IR cards are my top favorite of the set, we got some problems. Besides Delmies, I love Delmies. The other two, like Fomantis and Thievul, like they're cool, but like really top three? And next up, we got the Ultra Rares. And in case you're new, I will say it in every single set review video, I hate Ultra Rares. The standard Ultra Rares, like this, like Wailord EX, where it's really the Pokemon with a kind of barely interesting background, Lurantis with the green background, or the Rampardos with the orange. Like, these are so boring. And compared to the Mega Evolution Ultra Rares, where, you know, it's the Mega Evolution Pokemon with a cool color scheme in the background, also showing the shadow of the previous evolution. That's like what the bare minimum of an Ultra Rare is, because I will die on this hill. How is a card like Wailord EX Ultra Rare harder to pull than an IR card, which is immensely way better and way more valuable? It will never make sense to me. I just do not get it. But I will give some shout outs, specifically to Mega Chandelier, because I love the color scheme on that one. And they actually put some thought, because you can see like kind of like the wispy smoke slash flames in the background of the Pokemon. And the color scheme is really cool. Pink and blue, that's great. And plus, we gotta love Gen 5 Pokemon, love Chandelure, even though they botched it in the SIR form, which we'll get to later, by the way. Don't you worry. I have things to say about that. And Mega Zoroark, which, like, you know, it's cool enough. Of course, we have the Mega Darkrai, and I don't know why they gave it the fart stink green color. Like, I thought it would be cool if they had the black and white and then the white and black. Like, imagine, make this green like gray and black, and it'd be such a cool card. I don't know why they made a fart stink green, bro. Green aura with flies. And hey, I didn't even realize that Mega Excadrill was even in this set, but shout out him, another Gen 5 Pokemon, even though I think his Mega Evolution design is pretty darn goofy, bro. Like, what are we looking at here? All right, now we're getting to the SIR section. And for me, I grade SIRs pretty harshly because these cards are the top hits of the set, besides the new Mega Hyper Rare, and they should be treated as such. They should have amazing, cool artworks, something very unique, something you want to chase, you know, something to get your blood pumping when you rip open a pack. And this card is not one of those cards, okay? Mega Zoroark SIR is not one of those cards, okay? Like this card, and I'm getting worked up here. If you were to show me this card and be like, hey, Gummy, do you think this is an SIR card or an IR card? 95 times out of 100, I'm saying it's probably an IR card. But apparently it's not. Apparently this is an SIR card. Even though I would argue that this Mega Zoroark EX card, as an SIR, is way less interesting or less detailed than this Delmy's card. By the way, I'm not flaming the artists. These artists are really talented and I can never draw this in a million years. But like, I don't know if Pokemon's putting like a creative limit on the stuff they can draw. I don't know if they purposely want like worse SIR cards to make the other ones better. But like, come on, man, give this guy some oomph. Hold up, let me get some positives before I go into some more. I do like the mega design of the Pokemon, and I do love like the black and the blue and the yellow. I think it's really cool, especially like the blue electricity. Like this electricity is such a cool effect, especially when I compare it to like this, bro. Like this is weak sauce. That's weak sauce. And this is kind of chills, okay? I will give it that. Again, I don't think it's a bad card overall, but is it an SIR card, which is probably gonna be really hard to pull in the first place? It's not. I'm sorry, I can't give it to this. I think the Pokemon card is cool overall. If it was an IR card, I would actually praise it. But for an SIR card, I just can't give it that much props. It's cool, but it's leaning towards mid in my opinion. But at least it's better than this Mega Chandelier card, which it seems that they didn't even try. It is literally just Mega Chandelier. That is all this card is. It is Mega Chandelier, and I can't even say it's like an interesting artwork. But at least with like this card, they included like the cool blue electric effects, right? Kind of like the menacing pose. This looks like you just took a photo of the Pokemon, gave it to AI, and was like, you know what? Kind of make it semi-realistic, smile. And then this is what they shot back out. And dude, like, have you seen Mega Chandelier? Hold on, like, look at this. Mega Chandelier. Look at the Pokemon, by the way. Where is it? Like, look. This could be such a cool design. This could be such a cool design for a Pokemon. There's like so many things I can imagine they could do with this. Like imagine a completely black card and the only thing you see is like a Mega Chandelier in the middle and like its fire is kind of giving like illumination effects and they give it to like a very nice like detailed touch to it. Like that concept would be so much cooler than this. Or like make it like in the middle of a city, like trying to fit with the theme here. And kind of like have like dark shadows, wispy shadows surrounding it or something, man. And like it's kind of like illuminating itself, like an anti-shadow threat. Like just give it something. Plus, to add insult to injury, this is like one of the perfect Pokemon to fit the theme of Pitch Black, and they just didn't do anything with the card. I think they're relying on the fact that Mega Chandelier fits enough in the theme itself that they can like, I don't know, bypass the card design. But I'm so sorry. It is so lame. It is definitely the worst SIR Pokemon in the set. This is the most IR SIR card of all time, potentially. And like, I love Chandelier's Pokemon. I think the Mega Chandelier design is so cool. And they do this to my boy. Oh my goodness, Pitch Black. Why? But Pitch Black is so lucky that Akira Igawa went to the kitchen, cooked up a whole feast for us, and dropped Mega Darkrai because this card is just pure chills. You just look at it. I'm just, you know what? I gotta give it to her. I gotta give it to her. She works wonders, guys. I've been saying this since I first was able to look at my first Akira Igawa card. That artist is so talented. She makes some of the best artworks, and thank God she cooked on Mega Darkrai because this card alone is enough to entice me to get into the set by itself. Look how cool it is. Like, I don't know where to begin. She actually made the fart green look good in this. Like a bunch of swirling shadows, just like the artwork. Just the artwork. Mega Darkrai looking menacing, even if it's kind of goofy design. Like, look at this, by the way. Mega Darkrai. Like, look. Like this was the mega design we got. Can compare this to regular Darkrai? Like here. Like, look at this. Like, they made him Chungus. And thank God Akira Igawa's made this Chungus Pokemon look so threatening. Such cool artworks and design to it. Like, oh my goodness gracious. Such a dope card. I'm glad they gave the face of the set like a bomb artwork. Such a cool design. Such a cool card. Shout out to Akira Igawa. This definitely saves this set. If they did another stinker SIR, we would have some problems. So shout out Mega Darkrai, shout out Akira Igawa. Such a dope card. Like, I really do want to pull this. Let me know if you pulled this as well. So lucky if you did, by the way. Oh my goodness. We got the Morpeko SIR, and this is what I'm talking about. Look at the unique and interesting artwork. Oh my goodness gracious. The purples, the blacks, the reds jumping out at you. You can kind of see the artwork, the design, the explosiveness of the card. And I love they made up Morpeko angry with like the little buck teeth. I just think it looks so good. I think they look so good. It's such a cool SIR card. Now, if you were to show me this, I'd be like, that's an SIR card. And I would be so shocked if that would be an IR card. For the other two, like the Zorora and the Chandelier, it's the opposite. I'd be like, it's an IR card. And I'd be shocked if it was an SIR. Morpeko does it right. That's such a cool card. Definitely my second card I want to chase in this set. So cute, so intimidating, such aura, and it's purple too. I love my purple cards. Such a cool card. Shout out Morpeko too. What a cutie. Another big problem I have with the SIRs in Pitch Black is they're in two categories. There are the lame SIRs, and then there's all varsity, all American, A+ honor roll, valedictorian, young scholars in the working like artworks. Like the Mega Darkrai and Morpeko are just on a whole nother tier above. Actually, they are on the SIR tier where they should be, compared to these two guys, which are on the IR tier, which they should not be invited to the SIR club. I do not like that. I feel like a lot of other sets also do this as well. Like I know Phantasmal Flames is literally the Charizard club and no one else gets in, like not even close. But I wish, especially with like the Mega Chandelier, they had the opportunity to make these SIR so juicy. Like the Pokemon SIR just be so good and they just didn't, besides the Morpeko and the Mega Darkrai. But at least they cooked on those two, so you know what? I'll have a positive mindset about it. Let me just look at this guy. Oh my goodness, so peak. Now we're down to the last two SIR cards, which are trainer cards. And starting off, we have Glidion's Final Battle. And you know what? They are hitting the pose. I do like the sunlight and the clouds. Is it connecting artwork with, hold on, is it connecting artwork with the IR in this one? It is. I could tell by the design. Okay, I'll give props to this card for being a connecting artwork. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty cool. You know, I can tell if the artwork, that's how you know it's a good card, by the way. We can tell by the artwork. Shout out this SIR. It's pretty cool. And then we have Gwyn. And you know what? I like Gwyn. It's a pretty cute card. And I love the look of that little background. The Litwick. Look how cute the Litwick is. I love like the Chandelier-esque cat as well. Pretty cool card. I actually like the trainer cards in this set as well. This being a connecting artwork and this having little Litwick in the background. Such a cutie, by the way. It's a very cool artwork for trainer cards. Shout out Pitch Black. And lastly, we got the Mega Hyper Rare Gold card, Mega Darkrai EX card. And again, as I said, for all these cards in every single Mega Evolutions era set review, I don't really care for them. Like, I do think the Mega Hyper Rares are a way big step up from the Hyper Rares in Scarlet and Violet, but even then, it's okay. Again, I always think they'll be way cooler in person than I do see on a screen. It literally just is Mega Darkrai in a gold form. It's fine. Oh, and by the way, I kind of just realized that this shows the prices of all the cards beneath it. So I'm going to go ahead and redo all the cards here and see exactly what it is. $5 for Mantis, 6 for Amarouge, 14 for Goldeen. Okay. 7 for Maria. Magnetric, yeah. Wait, Slowbros for $20? Really? 20? Okay, like, okay, no. We can't be doing this. How is this 20, but Delmies is less than 8 and Thievel's $2.49? How? Okay. I can't get angry again. $5 for the Toucannon. Okay, this is surprising. I did not think the Slowbro was a $20 card, by the way. That's kind of crazy. Going down here, anything at the Ultra Rares. $14 for this, sure. Okay, $65 for this card, which I don't think is too crazy bad. I feel like the prices of most of these will go down because that just released. Mega Chandelier is $55. I guess it's just hard to pull in general. That's why it's expensive. It cannot be because of the artwork or the Pokemon. Mega Darkrai, nearing a $300 card. Yup, that makes sense. And Morpeko, hey, it's less than 100. I'm surprised. To be honest, these are pretty fair prices. Like, I don't mind these. These are good prices for these cards. I don't mind it at all. So overall, I think Pitch Black is, a pretty solid set in general. I think the Mega Darkrai and the Morpeko SIR cards are fantastic. I love the Delmies IR cards. But in general, the IR cards are pretty subpar. Even excluding the other two SIR cards, if the IR card list, in my opinion, was just a little bit better, I could see myself putting it in the great set category, but I just can't do that. Another thing that annoys me about Pitch Black, and I mean, to be honest, a lot of the Mega Evolution era sets, is that the theme of the set just doesn't go anywhere. Like for the IR cards, there's like 2 or 3 Pokemon artworks that showcase the theme of like Mega Darkrai like spreading shadows, a little more spooky, and like Pokemon fighting the shadows. Like that doesn't happen in the IR cards besides 2 or 3 cards. But even for like the SIRs, besides Mega Darkrai and Morpeko, the other SIR Pokemon cards or even the trainer cards just don't illustrate that like at all. So in my opinion, that also brings the set down a bit. It's just, I just don't know why Pokemon like sets a theme and they don't follow through with the theme. Like this could have been such a cool set. They just didn't go through with it. And I don't know why. So if I'm going to rank this set, I just can't put it on the same tier as Mega Evolution's base set. But I don't think it's like mid-city by any means. I think it's firmly in the solid tier as part of like this trio of like Perfect Order, Chaos Rising, and Pitch Black. But is it better than Perfect Order? Yeah, I can say it's better than Perfect Order. Is it better than Chaos Rising though? I'm gonna say no, just by IRs. Like the IRs in Chaos Rising are really great for the set for all it's worth. I do think the top chase of Pitch Black, which is the Mega Darkrai and Morpeko, are better than Chaos Rising, but like I don't hate the Greninja or the Cincinnati or the other cards in that set either. So I think this is a good ranking for it. I think Pitch Black is part of the mid 3. That's what I'm going to call these 3 sets because I think that's what everyone thinks these sets are. I don't think it's mid. Again, they are in the solid tier. I'm not bashing these sets, but I'm going to say the mid 3 because they are pretty middle of the board, But thank you so much for watching. If you watched this far, that means you've kind of enjoyed the video at least a little bit. So why don't you drop a like and subscribe because I got a whole other host of Pokemon content for you to watch. Also, let me know down in the comments as well, what do you think about this set, or if you agree with my tier list overall for the Mega Evolutions era. Speaking of which, I do a ton of different Pokemon content, including doing set reviews for Ascended Heroes, Mega Evolutions, and Chaos Rising, which was actually my last video. So go ahead and watch that to see exactly why I value Chaos Rising more than Pitch Black. And I'll go ahead and attach it to the video right here so you guys can go ahead and give that a watch. And I hope you enjoyed that video. But just remember, Akira Egawa is the GOAT best Pokemon artist of all time. There is no debate. Subscribe.